Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I've been on YouTube, oh my god, but it feels so good to be filming for you guys. I want to be more consistent, and you know what, I'm not going to talk too much about this, so let's just get right into the video because I have a lot of tea for y'all. I have a lot to talk to you guys about. I wanted to do this a life update because the last time I came on YouTube I was in a relationship. You know, it was just a lot going on, but no longer in a relationship, so I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. But anyways, if you're interested in watching, just keep on watching. So I'm gonna start with you guys from the beginning of the year. I know we're like literally the beginning of June, so happy June to all of you guys. So it's been 6 months in the from 2022, and I haven't really talked to you guys so much about what's been going on in my life. But I wanted to do this update, so I guess I'll start from January. As you guys know, I had my event, my vision board event. It was a success. Everyone loved it. I think there were minor things here and there that I wanted to change, that I will change for next year, because you know, life is all about improvement and things like that. So, but I have no complaints about that. I had a lot of people that came into town to really celebrate with me and support me, so thankful for that. That was January. I think February, that was the saddest month of my entire, so far this year. I lost my grandmother, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but I lost my grandmother in February 3rd of 2022. That day will forever be marked in my heart, in my life, because she meant the world to me. She raised me. She was the woman she was like my second mother. So that happened, and a lot of you guys reached out. A lot of you guys sent in your condolences. One thing about grief is that it never goes away. You kind of just learn to live with the pain, live without the person. But one thing I know for sure is that my grandmother, I have a picture of her right here. She's with me all the time. She's forever with me and my family. She's our angel, and that makes me happy, and it gives me a lot of peace because I know that I was in her life and that she was in my life, and I was able to even see her for the last time last year for New Year's, actually. So yes, this has been very tough, but life is all about healing, and life is all about learning. But I will say that her death really changed me a lot. I think that when that situation happened and her transitioning, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things, a lot of different things that were around me, a lot of different people that were around me. I wish I could explain it. And I hope it makes sense, but it was as if like como que algo me quitó la seda, like I was blinded, and something like her death really just took that away from me. Like I was able to see things with more clarity. And I don't know if you can relate, but being that we were so close and we had a good relationship, I feel like she really is my protector. Like she really is you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things were just more clear to me, when she passed away. And well, that happened. A couple of weeks after that, I think, actually I stayed a week back home with my family after she passed, because I had to go back home to bury my grandmother, stay there for a week and everything. It was not easy at all. Came back to the States. You know how it is. Once you get to the States, your life just hits you. Like, bills are due. You gotta like start working or whatever the case may be. And it's so funny because I forgot to mention that prior to my grandmother passing away, I actually lost my job. They fired me from a 9 to 5 at the time, and I was panicking. I really was panicking. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, how am I gonna pay these bills, right? Because literally that's always been my thing. Like, how am I gonna pay these bills? I knew for a fact I didn't want to work for nobody else anymore, because I know I'm not meant to be working for nobody else, y'all. I'm not. And so I thought, so I'm like, you know what, it's time for me to take the leap of faith. 2021, I had like 3 jobs. Like I was so unstable with jobs for some reason, and I just kept thinking to myself like, but why? Like why? And I guess the way I take it is like God was just preparing me for this moment, right? And so until I was strong enough to say, you know what, fuck that job, I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm gonna do what I can do. I'm gonna, you know, take advantage of all my talents and I'm gonna use them to my advantage, and I'm going to just do that. So yes, I am a full-time entrepreneur. I don't have a 9 to 5. God is so good. God has been providing with everything, you know. And I also gotta thank my business partners, this group of guys that literally changed my life. And they gave me this opportunity to pretty much manage their office. They opened a new tax office here in Houston. And so during tax season, I was, you know, doing taxes, and I'm still doing taxes to this day as well. Thank God, thanks to them. And you know, guys, the way God works, it's crazy, right? Like I got laid off. I mean, not laid off. I got fired from this job, and then God presented this opportunity for me. I said, "What? Let's do it," and I did it. And I trusted the guys. I trusted God. I knew that it was going to be different. And listen, I am doing way better than when I had a 9 to 5. Praise God, okay? So I say this to say, like, if you're someone who, you know, deep in your heart that you're like, there's so much more for you. You're not happy where you're at right now. You know, like you're struggling in an area, whatever the case may be. You could be going through what I was going through. You could be in a space where you don't have a job, or you don't want to work for nobody else anymore. I'm not going to tell you just to quit your job, because that's not what you want to do, but definitely have a plan. You know, make sure that whenever you take that leap of faith, that you have a plan and you are going to stick to that plan. So yes, that's that. I will say that being an entrepreneur has definitely gotten me closer to God, and you know, being more faithful, right? Because you have your high days and you have your low days, and if you don't know how to you know, manage both, you can either get depressed or you can be like so stressed out. And one thing I don't do is get stressed out, because I know for a fact God got me, and that's words that I live by. Seriously, me and my best friend actually broke up. We were friends for 10 years and we are no longer best friends. And I just felt like saying that on here, because a lot of you guys, people always reach out, and it's so funny because I guess being that I'm an influencer, being that I have this platform, people always want to know what my life is, what's going on in my life, what's going on in my world. And I don't really talk about these things because I feel like it's nobody's business. But I have no shame in my game. You know, I feel like these things happen to people, not just myself. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like my life is perfect, because my life is not perfect, you know. I did have a lot of love for this person. I did have a lot of, you know, she was like my sister. We shared a lot of memories together. So it was not an easy transition. It was not an easy thing to do. But I had to put myself first, and I had to do what made me feel better, because, you know, when sometimes things can turn to toxicity. Let me rephrase that. Sometimes friendships can turn very toxic, and that's not healthy. So I'm all about being around people who want the best for me, people that want to see me win, people that don't see me as competition, people that get inspired by me instead of trying to compete with me. And I'm very big on character. I'm very big on values. I'm very big on morals. I'm not a perfect individual at all. Everybody knows this. I'm very big on sharing my highs and my lows. And that's definitely one of my lows, because, you know, who wants to lose their best friend, right? Nobody. But I had to do this for myself, and I wish her the best. She knows this. I'm literally like rooting for her, and I want her the best. I want her to win always. That's just life, you know. Sometimes you just part ways with people. I have been doing a lot of traveling, y'all, that I even had to cancel a trip, because that's how much traveling I've been doing. I was in Honduras for a month in April. It was an absolutely amazing experience being back home, touring the island of Roatan. You know, like, thanks to Imni Tours, they actually were the ones that brought me to Honduras. And this is a tour company that really does an amazing job with like putting, you know, trips together for you, and they show you all over the Honduras. This time we're wearing Roatan, and it was an amazing time. I know you guys seen some of my content, but I'll also insert some pictures here so you guys can see that. And it was absolutely beautiful. I felt so connected with earth. I felt so connected with myself. I felt grounded, and it was nice. I had a great time. I met a lot of new people there, and being in Punta Gorda in Roatan, like, it really just got me so connected to my culture. I learned so much more about being a Garifuna woman, my culture, like my ancestors, like everything. It was amazing. So if you're someone who, let's say you're Garifuna, or even if you're not Garifuna but you want to learn more about our culture, definitely visit Roatan, Punta Gorda. That's the spot, y'all. It's amazing. And even like the people there, you know, very welcoming individuals, and you will have a lot of fun. I can guarantee you that. Okay. After that, you know, my birthday came. My birthday was last month in May, and it was amazing. I had a great time. I literally felt like I had the perfect birthday this year because it was just with the right people. I remember like 3 years ago when I turned 23, right? Mind you, I turned 26, but when I turned 23, I remember I had a dinner. And at this dinner, I had like, I think it was like 15 people. Excuse me. Damn. At this dinner, I had like 15 people sitting there, y'all. That people who I thought were my friends. And let me tell you something. This year, it was literally like just 6 of us, including 7 including myself. So I'm just loving my life. I'm loving my circle. I'm loving the people that I have around me, people that I know for a fact love me, people that want to see me win, people that have been around for years and they're still there, and people that, you know, we all have things in common with each other. We want to either like succeed, we have the same interests, you know what I'm saying, we can help each other. So that's literally what I want, right? That's what life is about, having people that want to see you win. And I'm gonna say this, when you're someone who is succeeding, when you're leveling up and you have people around you who are stagnant, people who are not growing with you, I think it kind of slows you down. It kind of like, because you want that person to win with you, right? You want those people to also grow with you, but if they're not growing with you, it's not a good feeling. That just means that you guys are either not on the same page, or you're not on the same page, to be honest. And you don't want that. You want to have people around you who you can relate with, people that y'all can help each other do things, people that, you know, y'all have the same thing in common, y'all have the same type of concept, y'all have the same type of values, same type of, you know, integrity. Like, you want to have people around you that are like that. So now that I'm older, now that I'm 26, like, I'm very big on that. Like, I don't want to just have anyone around me. I don't care about like how long I've known you, but if you're not adding anything to my growth, then I don't want to be around you. And I think that's just part of growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just part of you being an adult. New levels bring new devils, right? Like, at the end of the day, you will not everything is temporary in this life, y'all. And that's something that I've learned. And also, not everybody's going to have the same mindset as you, not everybody's going to have the same type of drive as you, and not everybody's going to think like you. And don't get me wrong, that is something that I've had to really understand, because I be thinking everybody gonna think like me, and no, you know, that's not the case. So yeah, it's been a journey. The first 6 years of the month a lot has been happening, but at the same time, a lot of great things have happened in my life, and I just feel so good. I feel happy. I'm really happy, y'all. Like, I'm single. I don't have no kids. I don't have anybody in my circle that I feel like I have to watch myself for. I've learned how to treat people accordingly. You know, growth is beautiful, because when you're growing, you can literally, like, you just become wiser, and that I cherish a lot. So don't want to make this video too long. I promise I will be back with more videos. Please comment below what kind of videos would you like for me to do. I want to be more on the lifestyle type of things. Now that I'm getting older, I don't want to do the whole makeup looks and all these things. I want to share more knowledge. I want to share more wisdom, and I will be coming back to you guys with another video soon. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also share the video with a friend, with your sister, your mother, your auntie, your cousin, somebody. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.